There you go. Starting recording in transcription. Are you right there? Can you hear that?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Amazing. So hello anyone who doesn't know us. No. Hi Emma. Nice to see you. Or the other way around. Right, I'm going to share my screen so you can see the design.
Perfect.
Sorry, getting there.
Right.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little snapshot of the mood board. I'm going to go back. So I put your project checklist at the front of the project, and your brief is in here. Yep. So just to confirm, what you've asked me to do is the main hallway, the golf shop flooring, toilets, and that's it. Is that right?
Yeah, main hallway, golf shop, and the toilets. That's it. That's one.
So sort of doing wall finishes and floor finishes for both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sort of 3/4 of the way through it, I think. But you'll see I've got a few questions for you as well. So what I'd like to do is kind of find out your feedback from today, and then I'll update it from there. And I've still got the toilet flooring to do as well.
I think the toilet flooring will stay the same, Hayley, on that though. I don't think we're not going to. It's just the paintwork in the.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's fine. Then I've done that. That's fine. So what I've done here. See, this is new. This is AI. My brief as well. It's like really organised to me. I love it. So also, yeah, I'm going to do flooring options, carpet tile, potentially LVT was where we started, didn't we? And then we changed it. And then entrance matting suitable for high traffic areas, paint colour options, wallpaper options. I've given you as well. Doors and joinery colours, architrave and trim colours. And then I looked at the notice board, and then I realised that you have said that you're going to get rid of that notice board, but there's another one in the toilet. Are you going to keep that one?
That one will stay in the ladies. Yeah, I mean we could replace it. We can replace that, but we ideally to have some type of notice board in there.
I've got an idea for it. You see.
Okay.
So yeah, so then potentially picture frame style and colour if you want it. I wanted to ask you if you wanted that. Is that something you want to do?
What pictures in the bathroom?
In the hallway, in the bathroom?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm open to it. We've got one screen going up, so we've got a sort of a digital screen going on. We've got one on the right-hand side, which is a small one, and then we're having a bigger one on the wall on the left-hand side. But then all the other notice boards and everything like that will be coming down. So it probably will feel a little bit bare now. I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, what I've got some ideas. I don't know if you want to do all of it because it's quite a lot, but I'll show you in a sec. And then sort of general guidance on the cohesion between the finishes across the spaces. All selections will be made with consideration to the existing bar, ensuring the visual continuity and a complementary palette. So the mood boards are indicative and contain specification options. And the design intent is to create a cohesive, welcoming environment throughout the golf club, ensure the hallway update complements the existing bar design, and improve the visual consistency between the hallway, golf shop, and toilets. To suggest durable and practical finishes suitable for high footfall, and provide clear inspiration for future refurbishment decisions. So that's kind of the main part. The rest of it is all very admin. And just kind of saying that what I've included is one site visit, one Teams call, and the mood board. So, and then you don't need me to project manage or anything, do you? You're not needing me to do that. That's fine. So your location is still there. And some of the photos you sent me. Right, so the mood board. So I've got it here because I couldn't find, for some reason, it's the first time that's ever happened to me. I couldn't find these colours online. I I could only find 2 of them, so I had to take a picture of it, and it's a really not come out very clearly. But I just thought if I stop sharing for a second, you can see it on my screen. That's the color palette, basically. So depending on how brave you are, you could go all the way dark for your doors if you wanted to, and then kind of maybe something like this on the walls.
Yeah, okay.
You could do that on your doors. That look nice. So you're 14, 37. Yeah, you'd have to go 14, 43. You'd have to go that to that for doors and walls.
Doors and then walls, yeah.
Because of the LRV.
Is that sort of is that a brown or a dark grey?
It's a brown.
It's a brown.
It looks really great. That's why I wanted to show you on the screen, because it looks really grey in the picture, and I've tried to tweak it in Photoshop, and it still looks a bit grey. It's much warmer, this.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it goes really nicely with it goes really nicely with your other colour palette as well, because I've got that out. I've still got a box with all your stuff in it in my studio. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so don't throw away things. But I always go, oh my God, I used that on that project. And I like dive into the box, and then
you can go, yeah.
It's really sad, but really fun. So then, right, so let's start from the beginning. So that's your paint finishes. So we can have a bit of fun with that. So I kind of need your feedback as to how brave you want to go. So if you don't want to be too brave, you could go the lighter color for the walls, and then so for example, do that, and then that for your doors.
Yeah.
But if you want to go braver, go darker, because it will look really cool.
What would you suggest? If you were just doing it off your...
I think, knowing you, because you guys are quite sophisticated.
Say that.
I'd go that.
Yeah.
Because I think that's quite dark. That's quite bright. That's quite loud. That's quite brave, and kind of, it could. I think some of your members might not. They might go, ooh. Do you know what I mean? So I think to create a really nice vibe, I'd go that. Those 2.
Yeah.
So then so that is 10YY 14080 and 20YY 043083, just for the transcript. So then we have, so that's paint colors. But if you wanted to go with wallpaper, if you wanted to go for wallpaper anywhere, so wallpaper, the advantage of going for wallpaper. Have you ever been in the Noodle Bar in Colchester?
I still haven't been in.
Have you not?
I've walked past. No.
Oh, actually, no. I don't even need to say that to you, because you've got this on your bar
we've
front.
got that. Yeah, we have.
Yes, because I pulled this out, and then I realised that it was something that you already had, and I was like, oh my God, that's definitely meant to be. So there's 2 options on here. So on the screen. Sorry, I forgot you couldn't see my screen. There you go. So on the screen, it's these 2 here. So that is a Newmore wall covering called Newmore Raffia. And again, I've given you 2 options. You could go darker on the walls if you wanted to, which is this one. That picture there is darker. And then this is the one you've got.
Hayley, or would it be a mix of that and the paint?
It's up to you. What you could do is kind of pick and choose. So where you've got your areas, there's a video you sent me, isn't there? Let's watch that. Because I think there might be a natural line where you could put it. Was that someone saying hi? Oh, I've lost you. No, you've gone.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You're back. Are you still there?
Yeah.
No, that's the toilets. Yeah, so there's a column on the right hand side as you walk from the golf club to the toilets. From the golf shop to the toilets, there's a column on the right hand side. So if you did want to sort of break it up a bit, you could put some of that on the wall, and it does go really nicely with the colour. So you could mix it up. So if you wanted to have, like, if you wanted to paint most of it and then try a little bit of wallpaper, which is exactly what the Noodle Bar did, and then they did the whole thing in wallpaper, because that is so much more durable than the paint. So if it,
I was going to, because that was my worry a little bit, because it's obviously an area of high traction through there. Would wallpaper stand up more than the paint would?
Well, if you go at this with a knife, it will break. You know, if you bash it with golf clubs every single day, if that's what the sort of thing you're getting, you're going to have to redecorate it a lot, and you're going to have to replaster it a lot anyway. But if you use this, it will be less so. Do you know what I mean? This is the sort of thing that we'd put in a hotel lobby, or sorry, a hotel corridor, because it gets bashed with cases and things like that. Whereas if you've got a plastered wall, it just gets absolutely obliterated. But with something like that over the top, it's really nice. How's your one on your bar held up?
Brilliant. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. So it's that's why I put it on there, because it's kind of a tough one. And I've given you a couple of options in case you haven't got any stock in, and this one works really nicely as well. So this is this one. Is that a similar finish, Hayley, that one?
Yeah, it's really similar. I think they're both really cost effective as well. I don't think anyone's gone mad on price on these. But this was in your original mood board, and I think we took it out because it was quite dark, but it would work. That's where I got it from. So my idea for this hallway is moss, because you originally had moss in your mood board on the other one, and we never used it. And what I thought we could do, if you were feeling rich, you could do like a wooden panel with moss in the middle. If you were feeling a bit more frugal, you could go for a panel like this, just stuck to the ceiling, basically in a long line, with the cork behind it. So you know you've got the cork in the bar.
Yeah.
Did you ever do the cork in the bar? It was in the mood board. I don't know if that ever got done. I don't know if it did. I think we went with mirrors.
Yes, we did. We went with mirrors. It was supposed to be behind the bar, wasn't it? We went with mirrors.
I think I'd done it in 2, and then we ended up changing it just to mirror. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if it wasn't available or something. But this is sort of bringing that cork in. It's a slightly different vibe. It's a different. It's a bit more textured than the one I
this would be for the ceiling.
This is for the ceiling.
Okay.
So
that's nice.
So basically what you can do, if you put that on the ceiling in 2 strips, and then you get your panels, your 1 meter panel. These are like 50 quid for 1 meter by 1 meter. These panels, including that. So what you do is you get this comes on a roll. So you get you basically either side of the panels. You put that on the ceiling, and then you put the panel up above it in the middle. So it's like a little channel that goes through. I was trying to find a photo of it, but I can't. I tend to imagine these things in my head. And if you take a picture of the hallway from the one door to the other, and then the other way around, I can get AI to do it.
Put it on. Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Can try. It's not quite as good as I want it to be yet, but it's getting there.
The AI. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah,
I love it.
And you sort of get like 70% of what you want, don't you? It's Okay.
Every time I upload something, I'm like, oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. Nearly there.
Hayley, we're obviously starting the work in about 3-4 weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough? It's the 2nd of Feb they start doing the work. Is that enough lead time to be able to do obviously like the wallpapering and those bits? Is it readily available? Those?
Yeah, it should be in stock. I haven't checked the stock of the wallpaper. I know I know the plants are in stock, and we will be able to get the cork from somewhere if it's not in stock where I've specified it. You'll be able to, and things like the plant ceilings are pretty. There's a lot of them about, so I don't think you have a problem. I mean, if you want to do this, you're going to have to get a joiner to do it. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, that's fine. We've got they should be able to sort that out. That's fine. They're actually going to be in here at the same time, so that should be all right.
If you need any office furniture, let me know. I've got a new company called Harp Interiors, which is selling furniture, office furniture.
Okay.
So this ceiling here, if you wanted it to look really, really lovely, you could get the joinery put in and the moss inside, but that's going to cost you a few thousand to get that done in that hallway.
But the alternative is to put the cork in on those.
The alternative is get the cork up, go with those panels, and it'll probably cost you 500 quid, maybe a bit more, plus the labour to do it, but it will be a lot simpler and a lot cheaper to do. But I put you a link in there of where you can buy the green wall panel from. You just have to make sure it's fire retardant, because you're a commercial property. Then they sell plants that aren't fire retardant, but you need the fire retardant one because you're commercial.
Yeah, sure. Would from this, Hayley, would the builder be able to pick it up and be like, yeah, I know exactly what I need to do, or?
No, I would need to do a wall finishes plan, and probably a ceiling plan for them to know exactly what to do. If you want me to do that, I can do that quite easily by next week, if you want me to.
I can speak to Emma and see if she wants to what she wants to do with that. That's fine.
But it's up to you, because what I've done here is I've sort of given you the options so you can choose which colours to go with. All of those all of them work together, so you can pick and choose, or I can choose for you. It's up to you.
If we didn't go with the ceiling finish, what would you do? Just keep it as standard as or the same colour as the walls, or?
Yeah, I mean, I would go. It depends what you're going to do with the walls. So if you're going to just paint the walls, you could even put this. You could put the wallpaper on the ceiling, which would look cool. Or you could just use the cork. Or if you wanted just a paint colour, I could just give you a paint colour. Doing a really dark brown ceiling would look cool. If you went dark brown on the ceiling and then sort of like this colour on the ceiling, and then maybe this colour on the walls, and then the doors in this or something like that.
They all tie in very well together, don't they? Would you say?
You just have to be careful. So on the Dulux numbers, there's a thing called an LRV number, which is where you've got 20YY, for example, you've got this number here, number 43.
Yeah.
And I can highlight them, but you have to have 30 points different between your critical surfaces. So floors, walls, and doors, you have to have this number 30 points different. So for example, if you go with, and I've got some floor options as well, if you go with a dark floor, then you need to have, say for example, you go with a floor that's this colour, you have to go with 30 points different for your door and 30 points different for your wall. So you have to sort of, it's a bit of a juggle. And your architrave and your skirting can be either the same as one or the other, if you know what I mean. So if you've got a door that's dark brown and a wall that's white, you can either go architrave somewhere in the middle, or you could go architrave dark brown or white. So it doesn't really matter, as long as it's not like 10 points different. It doesn't really matter. It basically just if you've got like if there's a whole it's taken me years to understand this, because I was confused for years, and then I did a podcast about it and I was like, oh, okay, I know how to do it now. But yeah, it's just, if you've got any questions about it and you want to just check in and go, right, we're going to do this and this and this, just ring me and we'll just
just ask you.
I'll just check it. Make sure it's okay.
Perfect.
So that's I put a wood finish in there in case you did want to put any wood in anything wood in there. I don't know if you wanted to keep your doors, for example. No,
Okay.
not for the floors.
No,
In
no,
case
not
there's
for
any
floors.
joinery
Okay.
items, or if you've got your TV in a frame, or if you
Yeah.
wanted picture frames or anything like that, if you wanted to do that, that's wood finish.
Yeah.
So that's your general mood board, and then we move on to flooring. So I have a few options. So my first option is to go with something like this and mix it with something like this. So you have like an entrance matting like you already have in the like the one that you've got in the bar. You know, you've got dark brown matting. You could do that.
And you would you match that matting?
I would do the dark brown that you've got. Yeah, I would do it the same colour. If you were doing this option, because I think it would look really, it would be quite muted. What I wanted to do with the corridor is you've got a really green bar, and it's kind of like outside inside. And what I wanted to do is kind of make it much more earthy in the hallway and in the golf shop. So it's kind of like going from like, so it's brightening up when you go into the bar, if that makes sense. So it's sort of, it's kind of like I'm going with earth colours and green and like mud colours, you know, like bark colours and cork.
Yeah.
So what I thought we could do is this is lovely. Can you see this picture?
It's really nice, isn't it?
So what I thought we could do is if we did an entrance mat, and I can draw this out if you want. If you did an entrance mat, you could do the entrance mat in the dark brown, and then in the corridor along the middle, depending on how wide it is, if you've got like a 2-meter width, you could go down to like 1.5 meters either side and have the cream on this as like a little gangway kind of thing, cream on the edges and the brown in the middle. It's just a really, really lovely look, in my opinion. And this is got it here. Want to have a look. I mean, it's really difficult to see. It's really, really difficult to visualize from the sample, because it's so the step this way one is so you have to be back from back. So this is, stop sharing so I can show you. That step this way.
I think you're still sharing, Hayley.
Oh, am I still? Oh, sorry.
There we go. That's it.
This one is step this way.
Yeah.
And this one is step it up. But can you see what I mean? You can't really tell from the thing.
And that would be hard wearing for like golf shoes and
yeah. It's really tough, but it is a carpet tile. Now I have another idea, and I thought that my idea had been blown out the window this morning, because I phoned the company and said, I just want to double check that, you know, you've got stock of this and that we can get hold of it, and it is actually current. And I've been specifying this for years, and the company that I normally specify it from have completely discontinued it. So I was like, no, and they were like, I don't think anyone can get it anymore. And then it comes from Germany. This is what I'm talking about. It comes from Germany. It's basically a system for entrance matting, and a lot of supermarkets have it, a lot of hotels and things like that. So this is what I'm talking about. So what happens on this is see the little grooves here.
Yep.
Can you see it? You can see it on the screen here as well. You've got like it's basically a gap. So what happens is the dirt goes into the gap. So and then you just hoover up the dirt. So it doesn't spread the dirt. It kind of collects it into the grooves.
And that's done on the welcome mat as they come in.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, it's got entrance from. What I was thinking is there's an entrance and there's an entrance, and then you have this mat here and here. But then this is really cool, this system, because this is a carpet tile. So you can use it as a floor as well. And so it's the same colour. So you have the entrance matting there. You'd have to bulk up the floor in the middle, because this is thicker, because this is kind of like 3 or 4 mil thick here. So you'd have to have like a bit of plywood in between the two entrances to bulk up the floor. but then you could have that same mat all the way through the middle, in either a green or a brown colour. I think the brown, personally, but I've done this in a few properties and it just lasts for such a long time. It's really, really durable, and it just completely gets rid of all the dirt. And I thought, well, the entrance mat that what I've specified for you before is this, and it's stop sharing so you can see what I'm talking about. It's this. So
this is what we had in the bar, isn't it?
This is what you've got in the bar. This is a slightly oranger version of it, because I haven't got a sample of your one, because I put some samples on the floor downstairs. So yeah, so this is it is quite a lightweight entrance mat, which is why I put it into the bar, because you're not going straight outside. However, because you've got people coming in from outside in the mud,
straight outside,
that might be an option. It is going to be a lot more money. Financially, you're talking about this is £300 a square metre, and £68 for the carpet, whereas the interface one I'd be surprised if you got to £68 per square metre for the carpet. It'd be a lot less than that, and this would be much cheaper than £300 a square metre. So depending on budget, I thought if I give you both of them, I'll put the entrance mat into this one as well, so you've got that information.
Like the idea of that two-toned first one you showed us.
Yeah, that's quite muted as well. It's quite classy and muted. I like that one.
It's going to get, again, it's obviously going to get a lot of traction with people coming in and out. What do you think it looks like in maybe a year's time? Would it hold up enough, do you think, in that?
Yeah. I mean, this is a tough floor. It's
a tough floor. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do some digging and just double check it, but I've used this in a cinema before.
Oh right, okay. Yep.
So I would have that was in Chelmsford Theatre, and I did a lot of research about it at the time, because it was a really tough surface. I'm just going to find the spec. Here we go. Yeah, I'll do some digging and just double check that is durable, but I'm pretty confident that that's going to be a really nice product. However, if you're looking for durable, this is definitely it's gonna be belt and braces next 20 years. That's going to still look nice. Maybe not in 20.
Which one?
10.
Sorry.
Sorry, I forgot you can't see my screen. This one is belt and braces. It's going to last you for the next 20 years. This one is a more lighter finish if you went for the one that you've got now. But it doesn't mean to say it won't be nice in 5 years. It just means it's going to have a short shelf life, and it'll be, if someone brings mud into the from the golf course into the club, they're more likely to not have mud on their feet by the time they get to the bar, if you've got this one, than if you've got this one. Does that make sense?
But say they do with this one, they bring mud through and it easily to clean and to get it back.
They're all really tough. They're suitable for commercial, so
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have the brown in the middle as well. So that's going to hide quite a lot of the dirt. If you have, and having that like little strip on the side, it'll look really cool.
I quite like the idea of having the two, especially the alley of the brown, because it's a bit of a funny space, that hallway. Since it just gives it a little bit more character, doesn't it? That.
Yeah, and if you did want to have this look with the durability of this on the edges, you could get this in brown, and we could just match it. So I've got colours here.
Would any sort of carpet fitter be able to get hold of this quite quickly, Hayley?
I've put the number in there. I put the number in there of these guys, because this one is just interface. That's easy. But this one is a bit harder to get hold of because I had trouble.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And I've got number. If anyone has any issues, just send them to me, and I'll give them numbers and reps and things. Yeah, look, this is the colour range for this. I'm sharing.
Okay.
Stop sharing. Okay. So we could get the brown. If you really liked that brown one, I've ordered samples, by the way, of the brown, because there's no brown in that booklet there. I've got the pattern, but not the colour. So we could get this is the brown that I prefer. You can mix it up, yeah. So we can match it up to suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that's really classy. I love it. But because I've given you lots of options, we need to in order to choose the colours, we need to just make sure that floors, walls are all kind of, the LRV is right, the contrast is right. So yeah, and I'm happy to do that, or I'm happy to help you with it if you need me to do. If you want, I can just highlight all these numbers and tell you what the LRVs are.
Okay.
And give you a link to the
the
podcast and say this is how you do it.
Yeah, I know that's the thing I'm not slightly worried about, but it's obviously quite. I love all the colours and I like the wallpaper and stuff like that. But actually, then going, well, we're going to do this, this, and this. I'm a little bit like.
Well, I mean, I can always choose for you if you want, and just say this for the wall, this for the floor. If you say to me like, yes, let's go with wallpaper, I'll do my worst. But if we want to make it a bit complicated, like that bit on this wall and this bit on that wall, then I need to do a wall finishes plan really. Otherwise, everyone's gonna be like, what? If I try and describe it, it might be a bit difficult.
So that's the flooring and the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Shop wise, would it continue through with the same?
Yeah, so this is, I mean, we can mix and match. So if you wanted to, you could say, for example, if you went for this one, you could, for example, have the golf shop in the lighter colour, because that would quite naturally go off of the edge, wouldn't it? So if you've got that kind of corridor, so where you've got a corridor with lots of like bits and shits, like columns and things like that, it's really nice to just kind of come out a little bit with the light colour. Have the walls a very similar colour to the light colour, and then the dark colour is like where you walk. And then if we have got the golf shop to the right as you come in, and have it in that lighter bit, and it will just come off of that edge.
It would all be in the lighter colour.
Yep. And then you could even. Sorry.
With the slab, would that go with the slab walling that we've got going in? Do you think, in the sense?
Yeah. You look lovely. Yeah. You sent me that, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
I've got something in my head, and I just want to double check.
Yeah, it's like a white. Slab walling's gonna be white, and it's got like like a dark green trim.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, all fine. Yeah, you're very earthy. So yeah. Did you want me to choose one of those welcome mat, the actual specific welcome mats? I can choose from that range if you want.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, that. Yeah, I think I'm just being a little bit pressed on. It's just a carpet, really, because obviously they've got to get it in. So I've got to give him the choices by Wednesday next week.
Yeah, I just haven't got those ones here. I mean, I would off the screen, I'd go with that dark brown. But if you were asking me to be 100%, I'd really want to see that car. I'd want to see that specific sample.
Go back and ask for the one that you're specifying. Really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it's ready, like I say, if it's readily available and he can, the carpet fitter can get it, then we'll do the one that you specify. I'd rather get it. I'd rather it be more your mind in the sense that it's all tied in. I think that's obviously, speaking to Emma, I think that's the reason we've gone down this route, is so that it all blends. So I'd much rather do that than sort of choose one just because it's on that catalogue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to, if you've got that. Have you got that there?
In the office, I've got it. I think.
Got it, yeah. So what I could do is once I've got all the samples that I've ordered that have come in, I can come over but then you want it by Wednesday, don't you? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to you before then. I just need to make sure that all the samples are here. because I don't have a sample of this brown. So if you go with this brown and the cream, I would want to see a piece of the brown and the cream, the step this way and the step it up next to your entrance matting to just make sure it's right. But like you say, it's all readily available, the stuff that I've got, and I've got the samples here and I've checked all of that. So
but they would go, the ones that you've got, they would go with. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just
Then we'll do that.
I'm just looking at the entrance matting, the picture that you sent me. So
yeah, but I think he's just brought that round as a sample of, look, these are for entrance matting. Obviously, he hasn't gone into this detail in a sense. So I'd much rather we'll go with that because it matches obviously what you're proposing.
Cool.
Yeah, if you know that works, then that's much better route to go down.
I do want to double check that this works. This share that this does work with the right colour. But I've got a whole heap of colours here that to choose from, so I'll make sure it works. If you wanted to go that route, but yeah, I think this is not going to be the cheapest option, but it will. I don't know for a long time
about that one. I'm not sure. I can speak to Emma about it, but I think it's probably going to be the first option.
Yeah, no worries. So what I'll do then is I'll add the entrance mat to this page.
Yep.
Keep that for an option 2, because in a couple of years' time you might go, oh, we've got a bit of money.
Yeah,
maybe it's looking a bit tired already, and maybe we should do it. You know, so I don't think it's going to be 2 years. It'll probably be more like 5.
Okay.
But you might kind of like this stuff is all. I've been using this for about 15 years, so it'll hopefully be around for another 15 years because I love it. But yeah, so was there anything else that you need from me in terms of what you were expecting? Is that what you were expecting me to do?
It was just well, there's only a tiny bit of colour before the walls in the shop, which was to go with obviously the flooring that you've chosen. The slat walling is pretty much going to cover most of it. But there's just going to be a little bit of wall space that's open, a very small. Yeah, whether we just keep that white, if you think that sort of goes well and doesn't.
So could you take a picture of the wall for me that you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean it's only little bits. It's sort of where the slat wall is going to cover like 80% of the wall. It's just going to be like the slightly above it, and then there's going to be a couple of spare walls where it doesn't cover fully. Whether that we just keep that to sort of a white and.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to go for the lightest colour in here, that's almost white anyway. So if we were to, but it depends what colour you have the walls in the hallway. So if you wanted to go, like I said, the sort of taupey colour, I'd go. So for example, let's see. So we were talking about this colour here for the doors.
Yeah.
And then this colour here for the walls.
Yeah.
And then you could go this for the golf shop if you wanted to, or you could go for this colour for the walls and then have that everywhere and just have one colour all the way. And then go this for the doors.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So it depends. I mean, you can mix it up. You know, you can say, right, okay, I want the golf shop to be separate, so therefore we'll choose a different colour. So this is going to be the golf shop colour walls.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about with the golf shop is obviously there's colours going in, so it's just obviously making sure that they're
I'll put those photographs in here so you can see them.
Yeah. And I don't think it's going to be a huge amount really in the golf shop that's going to be visible.
Just get that photo up. So that's what you.
So
that's the slat walls, isn't it?
That's the slat walls, and then that's the desk top, and then is there a picture of this? Have you got a picture of the slat walls from that other place? I don't have.
I don't think I had. This is all you. This is what you sent me.
No,
That
but
and
I
then
mean,
the flooring.
predominantly, really, I mean, it's going to be that lighter colour, Hayley, is going to be the majority of it, and then it's got like a small trim around the slat walling in that green, and then we've got some sort of manufacturer's signs on coming, which are in that green. The logo is going to be a green on the reception desk, and then we've got that wood top finish. So if we're going with that flooring, that would obviously the flooring would take care. Do you think something very neutral behind that, or would that?
Yeah, I'd go this one.
Yeah.
If I were you, or whatever you've got in the other room, maybe this one. But I think if you go light, my gut feel is go light.
Go light, yeah.
Because it's very neutral and non-offensive.
Yeah. And that would tie in nicely with those two colours at the bottom, yeah.
I think so. I'd have to look at them in person to be 100% sure. But yeah, from the screen, yeah, they look. I think it'll be fine. That is that an egger? That colour.
I think it's porcelain.
That's a chronospan. I might have some of that here. The egger is just white. That's fine. But I'm talking about the wood finish.
Okay. There's not a huge amount of that wood finish. It's just on the top of the reception desk there.
Yeah, I think if you go for the light colour or what you've got in the hallway, I think you'll be fine. I haven't sort of specified anything that's going to be offensive to it, you know.
No, okay, yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you then. What did you say?
No, that's right. So if we went with the light colour in the shop, and then we went with that sort of mid one and the slightly darker one for the doors, again, does that ties all in. That does nicely, and then with the carpet as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you go the mid one and then the darker one for the doors, you just need to do the skirting quite light to separate it. So your where you've got the edges of the floor.
Yeah.
So if you're imagine you're a visually impaired person, you need to kind of know where to go. So the edges of the floor is quite handy because they don't bump into any columns and stuff like that. So that's why that's quite nice. But if you've got but you then need to make sure that it contrasts with the wall so that whoever it is knows the difference between the wall and the floor. But the edges can blur.
What would you go with? A white skirting board with that?
I'd go light. So say for example you go for the dark brown floor, right? You've got this edge for the floor.
Yeah.
And then you've got, so I would go then your skirting in something light and then go walls darker because otherwise, hang on, let me just figure this out.
Yeah, in the reception area, yeah.
Yeah, in the hallway.
Yep.
So you've got, what is that? 94, 37. Beauty. Alba. It is Alba, isn't it? Yes. So the Alba is 48. Yes, your skirting then needs to be 30 points different. So it needs to be the lightest. So yeah. So you need to use that light colour for your skirting and your skirting to separate the floor and the wall, because the wall will be very similar colour to the floor, the edge of the floor. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're going to go 44 for skirting, 46 or 47 for the wall, and then 49 for the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. think that's nice.
Yeah, that's fine. And then yeah, and if you really want to go brave, go 50 on the ceiling.
Honestly.
But
Okay,
but if you want to put obviously the plants and stuff, then don't. But you could either go 50 or 44 on the ceiling, and that works.
So, yeah, from the ceilings perspective, we could either go plant or we could put the wallpaper on is an option.
Yeah.
Or you could go with the dark paint.
Mm-hmm. It depends how much you want to spend. So paint's going to be the cheapest option. Yeah. You could even do the paint and the moss wall if you don't want to pay for the cork. That makes sense.
Do you think the wallpaper would work?
Yeah. Love a bit of wallpaper on the ceiling.
Yeah.
This one here is lovely. I can't you can't really see how amazing it looks from there, but can you see it?
Yeah,
it's got like this herringbone effect, yeah. Which is I really love it. It's like quite it's like tweed. It's like tweed jackets. It's probably more shooting than like clay pigeon shooting style than a golf club. But do you know, I'm working with a friend of mine at the moment. He's asked me to help him set up a business doing ladies golf wear.
Right.
And he's got a professional golfer lady who has got she's got loads of money and no time, and she really wants to set up this golf wear. And he's asked me to help because I've got a friend who's a fashion designer, and she's Turkish, and she's like
just solely golf wear,
women's golf wear. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you would do.
I'll let you know when it's out.
Okay.
So yeah,
so Hayley, I know this is a bit of a broad question, but if you were just having like free reign at the moment with it,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Obviously, cost-wise, the cork and the plants is, I don't know, it's maybe at the high end of our budget. But if you were doing it with the paint and the wallpaper, how would you do it?
I think I would go. Well, it depends. If you were going wallpaper,
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think if you were going wallpaper on the walls, I would go dark walls.
Yeah.
But then you paint in the wallpaper. I'd go if it was paint in the wallpaper only, I would go wallpaper on the ceiling. And I'd probably go with this one because this is less durable than this one. But it looks lovely.
You'd go 52 on the ceiling.
I'd go 52 on the ceiling.
And then walls, I'd
go maybe 47 on the walls.
Yeah.
Maybe 48 on the walls. And then put your skirting in the light. Have your flooring on the edge. Yeah, I think I'd do that.
And then
if money was no object, I would definitely go with the plants. Because
and then the doors, if you went 48 with the wall, would you go 49 with the doors?
Hang on. I need to write it down if you want me to make a decision. Right. 44 with the skirting.
Yeah.
47 on the wall, we said, which I really, you know what we said earlier, I really liked that.
Yeah, 47.
47 on the wall, 49 on the doors, and then the dark on the ceiling. So like the dark wallpaper or the dark colour paint.
Yeah, the 52 in the wallpaper, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the dark paint being the 50. The 50.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've seen the floor, the brown in the middle, the lighter on the side, and then the lighter runs into the shop.
Mm.
And then the last thing I think we spoke about was just the hardware on the door handles and stuff like that.
Yes. Gold. I just haven't got it in yet.
You go gold.
I'd go gold, yeah, all day long. Because that's what you've got in the other room, isn't it? I think. Let me check. Yeah, we went gold in the other room.
Any type of gold finish?
I would go gold, definitely.
Medium gold. Yeah. Medium gold.
If you can
yeah,
go,
I mean,
have you got any sockets or anything in the other room in gold? Did you do that in the end? I can't remember if we. Don't think if we did that, or did we go black? Can't remember. I'd have to have a look.
Can you give me 2 seconds? I'll just run and have a little
Oh
look.
yeah, you're there, aren't you?
And it was black on the light switches. We left the plug sockets white. But yeah, no gold. We had a bronze mirror behind.
Yeah, no, I think I'd maybe go black then if you've got black light switches.
Go black hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that looks smart, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You just need to. You can't go black though if you're going to do the doors in that dark. You will need to go gold or silver.
Can you go back to the doors? If we went with the 49, can we do black?
No, you'd have to go 30. You'd have to go with 48.
We're going to go 47 on the walls. But so we went with 49 then. What hardware would you recommend with that?
You put gold on there with 49.
Gold. And is that just normal gold, or is it a certain?
There's I can put something in here for you.
Yeah.
But I'd go with like a brushed brass, something like that. I've got a bit of something. Just bear with me a second. I've got your mood board over. Hold on. Yeah, brushed brass it was.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll add that.
And then I think the last thing was the ladies' toilets, wasn't it?
Yes, so I would go with the same color palette as like a continuation, unless you go really light on the walls in the hallway, and then I'll find you another one. So if you're going sort of all the dark and sultry colors like we have just said.
Yeah.
So this one on the walls, I'd go up here with your toilets. This one here is called.
Just go over lighter.
Yeah, number 45. Yeah, number 45 is called Hilarious Hessian, which I thought was fun. Be quite nice in the toilets. It's a really nice colour as well. It's quite pinky. It's a bit pinky. Pinky cool.
Okay. And that just gives a little bit of contrast from the hallway.
Yeah, you just need to go. You need to go white on your skirting and stuff in there if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
You can get you a white.
Yeah, it's literally just the wall finishes and the skirting, and keep the ceiling white as well. Presuming that.
Yeah, I'd go white. Yeah.
So if I was recapping, if we're going through, we're going to go, so in the hallway, we're going to go with the flooring with the two-tone. So the lighter down the side, dark in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to split off lighter into the shop.
Yep.
The shop you recommend going to 44, so the lightest colour for the areas that are missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we went back into the hallway, we go 47 on the walls, 49 on the doors.
Yeah.
44 on the skirting.
Yeah.
Brass, is it brass gold on the hardware?
Brushed brass, gold on the hardware.
Yep, that one. And then the ceiling, we're looking at, we could go 52 and have the nice wallpaper covering the ceiling.
Yeah, that would look lovely.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the plants? I've got a feeling you're not feeling the plants.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see what Emma thinks. I like the idea. I think, like I say, from your design in the bar, I could definitely see how it could sort of come in. I think it's just that the use of that is very like straight down, straight up. They're not sort of sitting in there, if that makes sense. But I like the cork as well. Yeah, it all ties in really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I sort of feel like it's like the oak tree before the green leaves kind of thing. Sort of, and if you did do the green on the top, it'd be sort of like almost like a nod to a tree. That's how my crazy brain works with all this stuff.
Yeah. We didn't go with it in the bar, did we? With the
did I do green in the bar?
Yeah,
and
you
then
did.
We
We did talk about it. We spoke about it, I think. I can speak to Emma about it. She might say,
what do you think? I'm
really
not
like
precious
that. I think
about
we
it.
should do it. But I do like the option of having something on the ceiling. I think that would give it a little bit more character with that.
Yeah, even if it was the cork, it would look cool. And that cork, you can buy cork on the roll, even if it's not that particular one, which will be a bit more expensive than the standard cork board. But the reason I said that I had an idea about your cork boards was I think that if you do that on the ceiling or wherever you do that cork, having that as your cork board as well with like a natural. So you've got green, haven't you?
If we went with that 40 on the ceiling, how do they install it?
Just adhesive.
It's just adhesive, is it?
Yeah. So let's look in.
And that would cover the whole ceiling, or would it just be like in segments?
No, just cover the whole ceiling. I think that one's really, that's 135 centimeters wide. So you need 2 widths in the ceiling.
How much does that come in at? Do you know?
I don't know. I'd have to check, but it's not an expensive one. This is my affordable range that I love, that nobody ever value engineers out. Whereas if I go for the expensive ones, people just they don't stay.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. I'm trying to find, I haven't got it open still. I'll find out the adhesive for you. I think where the company that sells the green panels I think the company that sells the cork sells the adhesive as well, because I remember going through to check out and it's had it underneath. So there's a link there. Where is it?
Amazing. I don't think we've missed anything, could we?
Oh no, he's got a link in there. But you can always I'll send you the video, so you can always go through it with them, Emma.
Yep.
And if there's anything else you need, just let me know.
And that I will be able to sort of recommend the products from this mood board to the builders. Yeah.
No, I'll put the links in where I can. I'll add a link in there for the cork.
Yeah.
I mean, Dulux. I'll get you a Dulux specification report done.
Yeah.
so that Dulux tell you what type of paint to use. So you get the right paint in the right things, because toilet paint will be much more durable than, well, hallway paint's got to be durable as well, but you might use a different paint in the golf shop, for example, if it's behind stuff and on the ceiling, you don't need as tough a paint. But yeah, all the rest of it is new. If you Google that, you'll find it.
Come on. Yeah, we come on. Okay, fantastic.
Oh, shoot. I've got a Teams call at 4 o'clock and he's ringing me.
Yeah, no problem.
I better go.
That's amazing, Hayley. Yeah, I appreciate that. So you'll just be able to email that across that mood board, and then
I'll just tie up a couple of bits of it by tomorrow, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem.
And then you'll have all of it. Is that all right?
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you, Rob.
Really appreciate your time, Hayley.
Take care.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye bye.